Steve Gray, assisted by Robin Porter.
And there you heard tonight's Coca-Cola starting lineups. Remember, when you open Coke, you open happiness. Coca-Cola and ICC. Now that's a winning combination. Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. Proud to be a partner with ICC Athletics here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. We do invite you to grab a Coke, sit back, and get ready for tonight's contest here in Scuba. As we said, big-time playoff implications on the line here for both teams. ICC comes in with a record of 12-7 overall, 6-4 in the north, and East Mississippi with an 11-8 record overall, 6-4 in the north as well. ICC does hold a win over Scuba, so ICC would at least hold a tiebreaker if they're able to pick up a win tonight. East Mississippi in white, trimmed in black and red with red numerals. ICC in their road blue, trimmed in red and white. Red numerals outlined in white. That ball is going to be out of bounds. It will stay with East Mississippi on the baseline. 19 seconds on the shot clock, 9:47 to play here in the contest. Trying to go baseline, nothing there. Into the corner. East Mississippi goes with it. Man-to-man defense, Alva Lady Indians. Scuba's band across the way, you see there in the background. A little vocal here early, three-pointer, back iron, no good. Rebound, though, to East Mississippi. She literally came out of her shoe as she's trying to get her shoe back on underneath. Does so now. Trying to feed it inside. Beautiful pass inside. Layup is up in and good. That was Rogers who lost her shoe, put her shoe back on, and then got the basket. ICC trying to drive down the other end. We do have a foul called here. That foul's going to be whistled on number 10, Evans of East Mississippi. So it'll be ICC basketball on the baseline. 2-0 is the score in favor of East Mississippi here in the early goings of this one. And then just a little miscommunication that time. The ball taken away by East Mississippi. Looking to go coast to coast. Layup is on its way, and the iron extremely kind that time for Juhan. She's got 2 points, and East Mississippi quickly out to a 4-0 lead. Baseline jumper on its way off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped out, and Kaylin Wilson was able to find it. She'll reset the offense. That'll be Lauren Finch with the basketball. Constance Dunn wants to jumper from the free throw line. Off the side iron, no good. Rebounded Juhan. And now here comes East Mississippi. Juhan wanting to drive inside. Her layup is up in and good. So East Mississippi scoring at will here early on. They have raced out to a 6-0 lead over the Lady Indians. ICC still looking for their first basket. It's up in and good. Off the hands of Wilson. And ICC now on the board. 6-2 is your score. Coming up on 8 minutes of play here in the first quarter of play. ICC East Mississippi. We do want to welcome those that are listening here on or watching on Let'sGoICCTV.com and remind you our next radio broadcast will be Thursday night at ICC when Northwest comes to town. Layup is good. That was Lauren Fitch. Fitch just blew by the defender. ICC finally getting their feet underneath them on the offensive side of the floor. 6-4 now. East Mississippi with the lead. East with the basketball. Man-to-man defense as always. out of the Lady Indians. East Mississippi with it on the right wing. Gives it up now. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Step back three-pointer on its way. Back iron no good. Rebound is to Wilson and now ICC. Wanting to get out and run. Fitch with the basketball. Didn't have numbers. Drops it off to Constance Dunn. Dunn looking to go inside. Now skip pass. Three-point basket from Buford on its way. Yes. Shania Buford nails the three-pointer. A big basket there for Buford. ICC now has taken a 1-point lead, 7-6 after East Mississippi opened on a 6-0 run to start the contest. ICC on a 7-0 run of their own. Lobbing it inside. A little too far. She goes out of bounds, loses the basketball, and the ball will go back to ICC. Of course, when we talk about Shania Buford, we do have to bring up Shania playing with a heavy heart tonight as her aunt passed away in a car accident last week. And then also other family members involved in that wreck. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Shania and her family during this time of healing. And we do encourage everyone to remember Shania and her family in your thoughts and prayers as well. A little confusion between ICC on who the ball was going to. Buford or Fitch. Fitch thought it was going to Buford. Buford thought it was going to Fitch. And the turnover gives the ball back to East Mississippi. Williams will check into the ball game here for the Lady Lions. 6:31 to play here. ICC 7, East Mississippi 6. East Mississippi open on a 6-0 run. ICC part of a 7-0 run right now to retake the lead by 1. There's the turnover. Now ICC with the basketball. Lauren Fitch with it. Want to work one-on-one. Driving inside. Layup is good for Lauren Fitch. So ICC with their large lead of the night now as Lauren Fitch picks up her 4th point. ICC on a 9-0 run. East with the basketball. Kicks it back. Spot up three-pointer on its way. Short. Rebound being fought for underneath and saved by the Lady Lions. And then they try to go back inside, and Lauren Fitch with the steal. Fitch, though, not realizing someone was behind her, had the ball slapped away, but there's Markeisha Hoskins to keep possession with the Lady Indians. Now Fitch wanting to go inside. She's bumped. Oh, couldn't get the foul. And believe we'll head to the free throw line for a pair of free throws here. That foul's going to be whistled on East Mississippi's number 4. That's going to be Morris. That's going to be her first foul, team's second foul. And this will send Lauren Fitch to the free throw line. Got to give a shout out to Coach Andy Kirk as he's listening in here on Let'sGoICCTV.com, and remind you the softball team will be in action tomorrow against Snead State. You can catch that game on the Blue Channel. First free throw for Lauren Fitch. No good. Trying to talk Raphael Henry into doing the play-by-play for that, as I will be, or actually, excuse me, softball will be on the Red Channel. It'll be right here on the Red Channel tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Trying to talk Raphael Henry into doing the play-by-play for that one. That's the second free throw up in and good now. Fitch with 5 points. ICC on a 10-0 run. Now with their largest lead of the game at 4. Baseball tomorrow on the Blue Channel as they added Columbia State to a game, a doubleheader tomorrow just outside of Nashville, I believe, where Columbia State is. And that foul whistled on the Indians. That one's going to be whistled on number 22, Markeisha Hoskins. So that one will be on the Blue Channel. So softball on red, baseball on blue tomorrow here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Free throws coming up here for East Mississippi. The first free throw is up and good. That's Rogers, who now has 3 points on the contest, and that stops a 10-0 run by ICC. Makes it a 3-point contest, 10-7. Looking for the second free throw here off the fingertips of Rogers. And it's good. Rogers with 4 points. And it's back to a 2-point contest. Erica Williams has checked into the contest along with Tanisha Miller. Those substitutions being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. Pull-up jumper on its way. Back iron no good. Rebound easily corralled that time by Juhan of East Mississippi. Now East wanting to get out and run. Both these teams like to up the tempo when they have the opportunity. As East with it now on the right wing. That's Morris going to work it back up top. Lucky with the basketball. Swings it all the way around the other end. Long jumper up in and good. Juhan feeling it early. She's now got 6 points in the contest. We're tied at 10. Williams may have got away with a travel. So a break there for ICC. So Lauren Fitch will get the basketball now as she'll set the offense for the Lady Indians. Inside they go to Miller. Miller wanting to work one-on-one, spins, and she traveled. Miller just couldn't make up her mind quick enough on what she wanted to do that time. The official calls the travel, and the turnover gives the ball back to East Mississippi. Did they say that last shot was a three-pointer? Apparently so. I thought it was a 2, but instead they say it was a 3 for Juhan. And so the lead is 11-10 now in favor of East Mississippi. Boy, I thought her foot was on the line, or it was a deep 2. So either way it goes, they did say it was a 3. Baseline jumper, high arching. No good. That's going to be an over-the-back foul. Whistled on Morris, and that's going to be her second. 4:01 to play here in the first quarter. That is the team third foul. Second foul whistled on Morris. Couldn't get her subbed out quick enough. So now if you're the Indians, you want to go at Morris to see if you can't get her to pick up her third foul. Lauren Fitch driving inside. Layup is good. Nicely done that time by Lauren Fitch. She has really come into her own here in the latter part of the season. As ICC retakes the lead, 12-11. Baseline shot is up and good. Tough shot for Wilson. Or excuse me, no, that was actually Lucky who got that shot to fall. Anything you could do, I could do better in this one. Lauren Fitch now with the basketball, weaving her way through traffic. Her scoop shot is good. Lauren Fitch with a hot hand in the dice game early. She's got 9 points. And ICC retakes the lead now. 14-13. Back and forth we go here in the first quarter of play. 3:12 to play here. East Mississippi with the basketball. ICC with the lead by 1. Up top they go, and that's a travel. Good call that time by the official. She kind of did that stutter step, and when she switched pivot foot, and the turnover gives the ball back now to East Mississippi. Substitution in the game here. This is going to be Evans checking back into the contest, and Morris will check out. Evans will check in with 1 foul. 3 minutes to play. ICC 14, East Mississippi 13. Coming to you here from Scuba. Shania Buford with the basketball. Wilson from the baseline. Jumper, back iron, no good. Rebound, corralled in. Oh, what a elbow chunk that time by Rogers, the official letting her go on that one. Big time block shot, but a foul. That foul will be whistled there on number 10, Miller, but man, on the other end of the floor, a elbow was thrown by East Mississippi's number 24, Rogers. She got away with one there. She threw a pretty solid hook into the ribs of Miller. First free throw is good. This is Juhan at the line. She's got 8. So far it's been the Juhan and Fitch show as Miller will check out and Quay McClatchy will check in here for ICC. Second free throw got them both. 9 points. She and Lauren Fitch leading the scorers here early on in the contest. 15-14 is the score. Erica Williams with the basketball and had it taken away. Williams just trying to do a little too much that time, and Evans said, I'll take that. And now here comes East Mississippi. East with a 15-14 lead. Shot is on its way, no good, but another foul whistled here on the Indians, and I believe that's just a little frustration foul on the part of Erica Williams after having the ball taken away from her on the other end of the floor. She's going to come down and commit the foul on the shot here. So this will send East Mississippi back to the free throw line. They're 4 of 4 from the charity stripe so far here in the first quarter of play. This will be Lucky heading to the line. Her first free throw is good for Lucky. So waiting the second free throw here. Each team with 3 fouls in the first quarter of play. Second free throw good for Lucky. She now has 4 points. And East Mississippi takes a 3-point lead. Lauren Fitch trying to weave her way through traffic here against the press. Is going to drive down. Her shot was blocked. A lot of contact. Tried to save it in bounds. And East Mississippi with the loose ball. Well, momentum in the way of East Mississippi right now. 3-pointer from the corner is up. Bouncing around. No good. Lauren Fitch with the rebound. Coming up on 2 minutes of play. ICC trailing 17-14. Buford wants to tie it up. Can't do it, and the rebound's going to be chased down. ICC finds it. McClatchy open, and the shot is up, no good, and she's going to be fouled. Boy, I thought she might have got away with the travel there. Did McClatchy. So a break for the Indians. Quay will head to the free throw line here. Awaiting the first free throw from McClatchy, and it's good. Quay has seen a lot more minutes than she has seen in the first half of the season after Kamisha Oliver went out with a knee injury. Jalea Polk not available for the Indians tonight as she broke her finger earlier in the week. Second free throw no good for McClatchy. 17-15, ICC trailing by 2. East Mississippi with the basketball. ICC now is going to fall back in a 2-3 zone. Very rare that you see a Nancy Gray basketball team move into a zone defense. East nearly loses the basketball, able to get it back. Now ICC trying to trap on the wing. East Mississippi doesn't panic. Deep NBA range three off the sidearm, no good. Rebound loose, and that's Shania Buford who comes up with it. Buford now pull up from the free throw line. Back iron, no good, and the rebound's going to be chased down by East Mississippi. Well, all of a sudden, both teams have kind of gone cold from the floor. 1:15 and counting, 17-15. East Mississippi with the lead. Inside out they go with it. East not really moving well without the basketball right now. Kind of getting stationary on the offensive end. Skip pass on the wing. High arching three is good. That was number 10 with the three-point basket. Evans, her first points of the contest. The lead now is 5, and that's going to be a double dribble called on the Indians, so to take a three-pointer off the board for ICC. Lead is 5 for East Mississippi. They've led as much as 6 when they opened the game on a 6-0 run. ICC answered with a 10-0 run of their own, and now the ball game has shifted back in the way of the Lady Lions. 48 seconds to play here. EMCC with the basketball. ICC in that 2-3 zone. Open for the three. Didn't want to pull the trigger on it. Now it's going to drive in. She just weaves her way through traffic. Nobody from ICC wanting to pick her up that time, as that was number 5 with the basket. Lucky, and she's got 6. Jumper off the mark, no good by ICC, and that should be a push in the back, and it is. Good block out underneath that time by McClatchy, and that foul's going to be whistled on number 22, Temple of East Mississippi. So ICC will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 here with McClatchy. Lady Indians need to get points with the clock stopped here. Not that it's getting out of hand, but right now, largely the night at 7 for East. First free throw, the iron kind for McClatchy. She is 2 of 3 from the charity stripe. Substitution in the game. This is going to be Rogers checking back in for East Mississippi. 21.9 seconds to play here. Free throw on its way. Got them both. That one rattled in for McClatchy, who now has 3 points. And it's a 22-17 contest. ICC wanting to come out and press. East Mississippi not panicking. Has numbers on the other end. Jumper off the mark, no good. Rebound, tipped, still loose. Saved in bounds. East with it, going to have to hurry. Shot is up, no good. Rebound offensively. This has been the longest 21 seconds I've ever seen, as the shot was no good, but my goodness. I don't know if the clock started when it was supposed to. That was a very long 21 seconds to end the first half. Your score after one, 22-17. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Itawamba Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March 3rd in Fulton.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And welcome back now out of the timeout as we get set for the second quarter of play. ICC trailing East Mississippi 22-17 here. The first of 2 games coming your way tonight on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Lady Indians with the basketball to start the quarter. East Mississippi and a man-to-man defense. Lauren Fitch with it now. ICC quickly works it into the corner to Kaylin Wilson. Up top, trying to feed it inside to McClatchy, and McClatchy couldn't find a handle on the basketball. Out of bounds to East Mississippi. So ICC going to open up in a press here to start the second quarter of play. East Mississippi saw it a couple of times in the first. That ball deflected, but East able to keep it. Thought about the three, wasn't there. Now it's going to back it back out now. And East wants to reset the offense. Pull up jumper off the mark, no good. Kaylin Wilson gets the rebound. Good looking shot that time from East, just couldn't get it to fall. Fitch now with the basketball. Buford from the corner. Yes. Shania Buford with her second three-pointer of the game. She's got 6. Big basket there, makes it a 2-point contest, and stolen away by ICC. Fitch crosses over the defender, layup is good. Lauren Fitch with 11 points. And ICC has tied the contest now at 22. So East going to slow it down a little bit and set their offense here on their side of the floor. Quickly goes inside, a little inside-out play, nothing there. Good, nicely defended by the Indians. Turnaround shot, up, bouncing, no good, and the rebound to McClatchy. Much better job blocking out that time by ICC on the other end of the floor. Now, Lady Indians with the basketball. Lauren Fitch wanting to drive, drops it off to Buford. Into the corner they go. That's Wilson with it now. Wilson going to reset the offense. Buford with the basketball. Buford to the baseline. Turnaround jumper. Back iron, no good. Rebound to East Mississippi. Not a bad looking shot that time by Kaylin Wilson. Just could not get that baseline jumper to fall. 22-22 is your score. Coming up on 8 minutes of play until halftime. East with the basketball. Trying to go inside. Does so now. Turnaround shot is good. Not a whole lot anybody can do when Rogers gets the ball that deep in the paint. One of the top post players in the North Division, able to get her 6th point of the ball game. Buford with the basketball now, swings it up top to Dunn. Connie wants the three, yes. Constance Dunn with her first points of the contest, a big one there. ICC takes the lead by 1, 25-24. Back and forth, we continue to go in this one. ICC jumping out in the press. East gets it up the floor. Now they're going to reset their offense once they break the press. Lucky with the basketball. She's wanting to go to work. She's got 6 points in the ball game. Look for that backdoor pass. It's there. Throws underneath, and a bailout foul call that time. We'll have a pair of free throws coming up for East Mississippi as that foul whistled on number 5. That's going to be Kaylin Wilson. So subs getting set to check in for both teams. We'll talk about those after this first free throw. This is Page to the free throw line. It's up and no good. Substitutions in for ICC. That's going to be Jenkins and Miller. Looks like Cooley has checked in. Next opportunity. As a free throw, that one finds its way through for Page. She's got 1 point. Now it's going to be number 32, Hill, checking into the contest. Page will check out. Those substitutions being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. Remind you that the ICC BSU meets every Monday night at 7:07. They also meet Wednesdays at lunch. All they ask is bring $2 and a friend. Don't forget $2 for your friend. That's the ICC BSU. Follow them on Twitter at ICC BSU. Connie Dunn in trouble. Baseline opens up for her. The shot too long and the rebound to East Mississippi. Now they're wanting to get out and run. Throws over the top of the press. Layup is good. Beautiful pass. Nice finish. Juhan now with 11. She and Lauren Fitch leading all scorers at 11 each. Fitch with the basketball. Inside they go quickly to Miller. Miller's turnaround shot is good. Kadisha Miller with a nice finish. Her first points of the contest. And ICC now retakes the lead. Back and forth we go in this one. As we talked about, big-time division implications on the line here, with both teams trying to find that number 4 spot into the playoffs. East with the basketball. Crossover inside the paint. Floaters up, no good. Got her own miss. As a baseline jumper on his way, bouncing around and falls through. That's going to be number 24, Rogers. She's got 8 points. Look like Lucky is kind of shaking up on the play. after trying to get that rebound. Fitch looking to drive inside the paint. Her shot is up and count it. Fitch was fouled, got their friendly roll, and she now has 13 points. And a substitution in the game here. This is going to be number 13. That's going to be Green. Checking out will be number 5, Lucky, who looks like she may have rolled her ankle, so hopefully she'll be able to return later this evening. 14 points for Lauren Fitch. Can't find 14, so she's got 13. She's 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. 29-29 is your score. ICC and East Mississippi tied up here. East with the basketball. Trying to work it around the perimeter. ICC and they're jumping out of a man to a zone defense. Tanisha Miller had the basketball. Slapped it away for a moment, but East Mississippi will get it back after she could not find the handle on the basketball. So East with the basketball, 9 seconds on the shot clock. They get it up top to Juhan. Checks the shot clock now with 5 seconds. Trying to drive it is taken away by Constance Dunn. Dunn, want to go coast to coast. Layup is good. Constance Dunn gets the layup. That's her 5th point of the contest. Good defense out of the Indians. That trip down the floor. 10-second violation. Actually a 11-second violation when they finally call it with 19 seconds left on the shot clock. So another good defensive stand there by ICC. So ICC with the basketball. They lead 31-29. 5:03 to go here in the second quarter of play, even though the scoreboard has said first. Shania Buford from the corner. No good. That one did everything but fall through the bottom of the net that time. And East Mississippi gets the rebound. Jump trap by ICC. Loose on the floor. Still loose. And it's going to be a jump ball. Jump ball in favor of East Mississippi, so they'll have it out here in front of us in the ICC Foundation broadcast booth. Remind you, to find out more about the ICC Foundation, visit iccms.edu. You can order tickets to this year's Bluegrass and Gospel Concert at iccms.edu/concert at benefiting the ICC Foundation. Trying to get the jump trap there, and there's going to be a pushing foul whistled on ICC. That foul whistled on number 15, Jenkins. Jenkins just a little too over-aggressive trying to get in the trap. Substitution into the contest. This will be number 10, Evans checking in. Checking out will be number 13, Green. That substitution being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. Turnover. Buford gets the loose ball. Shania wanting to go the length of the floor. Pull-up jumper for Buford. No, the iron unkind. Put back is good. Well, Miller cleaning things up there. Gets her 4th point in the contest. ICC matching their large lead of the night now at 4. Nearly taken away at midcourt by Dunn. East Mississippi dodging a bullet there on the turnover. East with the basketball. You hear their band. They have been lively the entire night across the way. 5 seconds now on the shot clock. Trying to get on the drive. Nothing there. 3 seconds. 2. 3-pointer on its way, and it's good. Deep NBA range 3, knocked down that time. That was Juhan, who now has 14 points in the contest. She had to hoist that one up from deep as the play clock was rolling out. 33-32, ICC with the lead. 3:46 to play here. Full timeout. We'll let you hear how you can order those tickets to this year's ICC Gospel Bluegrass Concert and more. Back with more right after this on Let's Go ICC TV.
Itawamba Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March 3rd in Fulton. This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pond with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation.
And welcome back as we reset out of the timeouts. 3:46 to play here. 33-32, ICC clinging to a 1-point lead in what has been a very well-played, very good basketball game so far here in the first half. ICC will have the basketball. East Mississippi falling back now, and I thought it was a 3-2 zone. They actually just a matchup man-to-man defense. Miller with the basketball. Pull-up jumper, a lot of contact, whistle, and we'll have 2 free throws coming up here. That foul's going to be whistle on number 24. That's going to be on Rogers of East Mississippi. And this will be Miller heading to the free throw line to shoot 2. Each team with 2 fouls so far here in the second quarter of play. So Tanisha Miller will head to the line to shoot 2. First free throw high, arching and good for Miller. She now has 5 points. Second free throw, that one short iron, no good. Rebound ripped down by East Mississippi. 2-point lead for ICC, erased on that layup as that was number 5, Lucky, who just checked back into the contest after being shaken up earlier in the game. Good to see her back on the floor. Jenkins turnaround shot, a lot of contact, no foul call, loose ball, and East Mississippi finds it. Good no call that time by the officials as she just went straight up on the layup. There's contact on the other end, no call there. So now the officials going to let them play here. ICC with the basketball. This is Lauren Fitch over to Buford for 3. Yes! She was knocked down on the play. Tried to draw the foul but couldn't do so. Third three-pointer of the game for Shania Buford. ICC retakes a 3-point lead. East with the basketball now, working against a man-to-man defense out of ICC. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Lucky lays it inside. Wow, 3 steps, the running layup is no good. So Fitch with the basketball. Works it over to Dunn. Dunn gets it back to Fitch. Fitch wanting to go on the drive, and there's going to be a reach-in foul on the drive. Should be before the shot. And that foul's going to be whistled on number 10 of East Mississippi. That's going to be on Evans. Substitution coming in the game. This is going to be number 5. Wilson checking in. Checking out will be Jenkins for ICC. Another substitution getting set to check in. Green for East Mississippi. And Evans will check out. 2:12 to play here. Those substitutions being brought to you by the Bank of Oklahoma. John Herron and company doing a great job helping us bring this action your way. Buford with the basketball. Baseline to Wilson's. Jumpers off the mark, no good. Dunn with the offensive rebound. Couldn't get the shot to fall, but she'll head to the line to shoot 2. Remind you to stay tuned at halftime. We'll have the Little Caesars halftime report. We'll hear from Coach Rick Collier after winning his 500th win, or picking up his 500th win at ICC. And more, part of the Little Caesars halftime report coming to you here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. That free throw good for Dunn. She now has 6 points in the game. ICC matching their large lead tonight now at 4. Second free throw true. ICC 39-34. Dunn with 7 points. East trying to go the coast to coast. Oh, just a bad pass that time. I don't think Lucky realized just how wide open she was when she got to the basket. Was trying to be a little unselfish, almost a little too unselfish that time. Turned the basketball over, and now ICC will have it. 39-34, inside 2 minutes to play here until halftime. Lauren Fitch looks over towards Coach Gray and gets her marching orders. Will dribble the ball into the front court. Buford with it now. Back up top to Dunn, trying to go inside to Miller. Nicely defended, though, by East Mississippi. Buford with the basketball over to Dunn. Dunn dribbling to the baseline, nothing there, out to Wilson. Wilson back up top to Fitch. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Buford wants another 3. That one halfway down, no good. Offensive rebound by Dunn. Her shot no good. There's Miller. Her shot no good. 4th time is finally a charm. That's Shania Buford. Good job by Buford coming in, crashing the boards, picking up her 11th point of the contest. And ICC now leading this one by 7. Largest lead of the night for both teams now at 7. 41-34. 1 minute to play now until halftime. Near turnover that time by East Mississippi. Now trying to go inside. Kicks it into the corner. Running layup is up and good. Chuhan, 16 points, has put on a clinic here in the first half for East Mississippi. Fitch with the basketball, works it over to Dunn. Dunn in trouble, had the ball slapped away. And the official says out on ICC. No way that ball was out on ICC. He was blocked from the play, actually trying to duck out of the way of the play. So East Mississippi catching a break there. So East with the basketball into the quarter, they go with it. Up top. This is going to be Chuhan. Got to get on her. She has been hot. That shot is off the mark, no good. Miller saves it in bounds, but they're straight back to Chuhan. Her layup's no good. Ball being pinballed around, somehow found it to Chuhan. She had to get rid of the basketball before she traveled and fouled Lauren Fitch. Fitch out to Buford for three. No good as the horn sounds. Wild finish to the first half of play, but an exciting first half here from Scuba. Your score, 41-36. We're going to take a break and come back with the Little Caesars halftime report. Back with more right after this.
I could get the extra most bestest with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for $6. Or I could get a pizza with less toppings for more money.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pond with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation. Etowah Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March 3rd in Fulton.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
I love these soft pretzel twists.
They're so soft and salty, I like to sample them. That was a tongue twister!
Here's another one. Peter Piper picked a pack of perfect pretzels.
Hold up. Your last name is Piper?
Try a new warm and buttery soft pretzel twist with the Sonic Fruit Fizz. This is how you Sonic. The new extra most bestest pizza from Little Caesars is topped with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for the nation's best price. And now for a secret message. Surrender to the toppings. Incredible! Extra most bestest, the most cheese and most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Little Caesars halftime report. ICC with a 41-36 lead here over East Mississippi in what was an outstanding first half of play between these two teams. As we talked about, both these teams trying to fight for that final spot in next week's MACJC North Division, or excuse me, MACJC State Tournament going on over at Northwest. Let's start with first half scoring for East Mississippi. It was Chuhan with 16 points to lead all scorers in the first half. Lucky with 8, Evans with 3, Page with 1, and Rogers with 8. For ICC, they were led in scoring by Lauren Fitch with 13 points. Wilson had 2, Miller with 5, Dunn with 7, Buford with 11, and McClatchy with 3, all 3 coming from the free throw line. So that's your first half stats being brought to you by Sonic. Let's go back and take a look at some first half highlights as ICC leads it right now, 41-36 here at the break. We talk about the playoffs, as we said, Northwest. They will already clinch the North Division for men, so they will host the division tournament next week there in Senatobia. ICC, East Mississippi, fighting for that number 4 spot. ICC does have the win over East Mississippi from the earlier this season, so if ICC can hang on and get the win this evening, it would go a long, long way in punching their ticket to postseason play. We'll go ahead and preview the guys' game coming up next. Of course, ICC lost to East Mississippi earlier this season and lost pretty handily as well, I should say. So ICC trying to at least draw even with East Mississippi. They do have a pair of losses to Delta this season as well. So ICC, if they finish in a tie with Delta, would lose the tiebreaker. And then depending on the score difference, which where the mark is, maybe common opponent between ICC and East Mississippi if the Indians can find the win later this evening. You're taking a look at some first half highlights being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, part of the Little Caesars halftime report here from Scuba. ICC 41, EMCC 36. We're going to take a break and come back with more of the Little Caesars halftime report. ICC leads it 41-36. Back with more right after this.
I could get the extra most bestest with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for $6. Or I could get a pizza with less toppings for more money.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza. You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Itawamba Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March 3rd in Fulton. This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pond with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation. One-two pitch coming. There's strike 3, and that'll do it. The Indians win it by the final score of 5-1.
With tonight's win, Coach Rick Collier just picked up his 500th win as head coach of the Indians.
All right, guys, here we go. We do about 14. 1, 2, 3. Y'all what it's all about. That right there, that just shows how many good players I've had through the years. There's a lot of guys that chipped in on all those wins. That's over. Oh, that's about y'all. We're headed to do good things for you guys. This is y'all's year, right? Sir. Y'all gonna do good? Yes, we're excited about it, okay? It means a lot. It's it means that I've been here a long time, obviously, but it's about all those players. I've had some. That's my memories. There, it's the players. I hadn't hit one yet. I hadn't thrown a pitch yet. Hadn't caught a fly ball or anything. It was all about them, and they, it's just the group of guys that I've had through the last 16 years as head coach. Unbelievable guys, and that's my memories. There, it's not about 500 for me, and I just appreciate the opportunity being at the place that I'm at, and I love it at Itawamba Community College.
All right, Coach. Well, we're all proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Helen, Don't you know Little Caesars has the extra most bestest for $6?
$6? I gotta sit down.
Yeah, it has the most cheese and pepperoni for the nation's best price.
Most cheese and most pepperoni? I gotta sit all the way down.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza.
Itawamba Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March. This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pond with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation.
The new extra most bestest pizza from Little Caesars is topped with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for the nation's best price. And now for a secret message.
Surrender to the toppings.
Incredible! Extra most bestest, the most cheese and most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the second half of play to be ICC basketball. To start the third quarter, Lady Indians in their road blue trimmed in red and white. East Mississippi in their home white trimmed in black and red. Buford's shot is no good. Gets her own rebound, and the putback is good for Buford. Nicely done that time by Shania Buford. And ICC up now 43-36. Inside they go, spinning the ball around. Nice ball movement by East Mississippi. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Three-pointer on its way, no good. Boy, they turned down two good-looking shots trying to get that three-pointer to start the contest. Lob it inside. Wilson is hit, and looks like that time maybe Juhan got tangled up with her that time. The officials want to say East Mississippi basketball. Substitution coming into the game here for East Mississippi, as that's going to be number 4, Morris, checking in. Checking out will be number 24, Rogers. 43-36, largest lead of the night for ICC. East Mississippi with the basketball now. Tried to drive inside, nearly taken away by Fitch. East gets the basketball back. Now it's going to set up their offense. ICC in a 2-3 zone. A lot of teams confused by that whenever ICC lines up in it because they don't do it that often. Long three-pointer off the mark. Rebound being chased down. Dunn had it. And that's going to be a reach-in foul whistled here on Page. So that foul whistled on Page. Let's see if that's going to be her first. I have it as her first, and yes, it is. So 8:47 to play here. 43-36. ICC with the lead and the basketball. Fitch works it over down to Constance Dunn. Hoskins inside the paint begging for the basketball. Let's reset your Coca-Cola lineup here for the Lady Indians. Number 5, Kaylin Wilson. 22, Markeisha Hoskins. 14, Shania Buford. Didn't count the basket. Hoskins. So Hoskins fouled. She gets her first points of the contest. Lead now is 9, so let's go ahead and finish that Coca-Cola lineup for you. 22, Markeisha Hoskins. 14, Shania Buford. 12, Connie Dunn. 4 is Lauren Fitch. And number 5, Kaylin Wilson. That is your Coca-Cola lineup on the floor here for ICC. And the free throw good for Hoskins. She now has 3 points. ICC with their large lead of the night now at 10, 46-36. All ICC out of the gate here, opening up on a 9-0 run. Their large lead of the night has been 10-0. That was after trailing 6-0 to start the contest. EMCC with the basketball, needing a basket in a big way. They try to go inside, ball nearly taken away, as that's number 22, Temple, into the contest. And that's going to be a double dribble call. Great defense that time by ICC, forcing the error. And it makes it an 8-0 with 8:05 to play. ICC leads it 46-36. Remind you that softball will be on the red channel tomorrow as they play host to Snead State. Baseball will be on the blue channel as they travel to Columbia State. Both those games starting at 2 o'clock here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Dunn with the basketball. Skip pass to Buford. Buford trying to drive inside, drops it off to Hoskins. Hoskins had the ball taken away, gets it back to Buford now. 12 seconds. Dunn wants the three. That one off the mark, no good, and East Mississippi corrals the rebound. Trying to get out in transition. Layup is off the mark, no good. Rebounds will be slapped out of bounds. Should stay with East Mississippi, and it will. So East will keep the basketball on the baseline. 7:51 to go here in the third quarter. 46-36. ICC with the lead. East going to lob it in over the top. That's going to be number 1, Juhan with the basketball. She had 16 points in the first half. She leads all scorers. Jumper from the key, bouncing around, no good, and that's going to be a push in the back. Whistle there on number 22, Temple. Second time she has been called for that on a rebound. Nice job by Hoskins in the paint that time to block out and get position on the boards. So East wants to come out in a press here, a 2-2-1 press. Lauren Fitch was able to eat that up earlier. ICC is just going to let them clear it out and bring the ball across midcourt. Fitch with the basketball now. She had 13 points, lead the way for ICC in the first half. Constance Dunn looking for that backdoor pass. Nicely defended that time by East Mississippi's Juhan to take it away. Loose ball on the floor, and East Mississippi somehow keeps it. Wide open on the backside, and just a little too hard of a pass for Temple to hold on to. As Temple was wide open on the backside, she will be subbed out. Checking back into the contest will be Rogers. Well, tough pass for Temple to hold on to that time as she threw it in the mid-80s behind her. Break for ICC. 46-36, ICC still maintaining that 10-point advantage, their largest lead of the night for the Lady Indians. Dunn with the basketball. Now he's going to work it back to Fitch, who puts it over on the left wing to Buford. Dunn with it. Back to Buford. Over to Fitch now. Fitch looking to go on the drive. Picks up her dribble. Spot up jumper. Back iron no good. Rebound loose, and Fitch finds it. Fitch kicks it out to Buford. Buford is going to back it back out and reset the offense. Nice job that time by Lauren Fitch. Slashing through, finding the basketball, and getting the offensive rebound. Dunn with the basketball, looking to go backside to Buford. Layup is good. Beautiful vision that time as Buford cut to the backside. She now has 13 points. She and Fitch leading the way for ICC at 13 each. And just a carbon copy of the play on the other side. Layup is good. As East Mississippi gets their first basket, I believe, of the second half. Yes, it is. Wilson goes underneath, and the foul before the shot. It took East Mississippi nearly 4 minutes before they were able to get their first points. Wilson, pull-up jumper in the paint. Back iron, no good. Rebound tipped out, and East Mississippi will control. That time, ICC couldn't find a handle on it. It was number 5, Lucky, to find the rebound. She wants to drive in, and she's fouled. There'll be free throws coming up here for EMCC. That foul, I believe, whistled on number 22, Hoskins, and that's her second. So 2 free throws coming up for Lucky. She is 2 for 2 on the evening from the charity stripe. She's got 8 points, looking for her first points here in the second half. And can't find the first one. Lucky gets the basketball. Now is going to walk up to the free throw line. Right foot in front of the left foot. Spins a couple times and fires. And that one off the mark. Couldn't get either one of them to fall as Wilson chases down the rebound, drops it off to Lauren Fitch. Fitch to Buford for 3. Buford with 16 points. That's her fourth three-pointer of the basketball game. Makes it a 51-38 lead. Largest lead of the night for the Indians. Got to thank Shania playing some inspired basketball this evening. Layup no good. Rebound being fought for, and it's going to be a jump ball. So ICC had the ball to start the second half, so it should be East Mississippi basketball, and it is. Substitution coming in the game. This is going to be number 15 for East Mississippi, Grayson in. That substitution being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. Hey, if you're watching here on Let'sGoICCTV.com, there's a lob in to Juhan. Her shot was good, 18 points. But to finish that fault now, if you're watching here on Let'sGoICCTV.com, you've still got time to make it to 7:07 tonight out at the ICC BSU. Shania Buford with the basketball. Dribbles over now, leaves it to Lauren Fitch. Fitch looking to go inside, nothing there, nicely defended. As now they go inside to Hoskins. Hoskins turnaround shot, too hard. Rebound tipped around, and Juhan finds it. Now East wanting to get out and run. They trail by 11. Driving inside, wild layup, count the basket, and a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way. That's a layup good. Makes it 51-49. 4:38 to play here. That foul whistled on Wilson, her second. The East Mississippi starting to climb their way back into this one. This will be Juhan at the free throw line. She is about a step or two to her left on that free throw attempt, and it's no good. Unique style of shooting that time from Juhan. Couldn't get it to fall. Fitch wants to drive inside. Runner in the paint. No good. Rebound to ICC. Wilson goes inside. Her layup too hard. Two good-looking shots that time by ICC. The Iron wanted none of them. East Mississippi trying to rally back in this one. Trailed as much as 13. Try to feed it inside. Take it away. Buford with the loose ball. Shania going to leave it up to Wilson, and she traveled. Don't think Wilson was ready for the basketball that time as she got it and just could not find the breaks quick enough. Turnover gives the ball back to East Mississippi. Checking into the contest for ICC is going to be Tanisha Miller. This substitution being brought to you by the Bank of Okolona. Visit bankofokolona.com for more information on the fine folks out there at Bank of Okolona, John Harrod and Company. So East Mississippi with the basketball. 4 minutes to play now. East with it now on the baseline. Thought about pulling up the jumper. Nothing there. East being very patient, working it inside. Shot blocked. Now here comes ICC on the other end. Lauren Fitch, she's fouled on the way to the basket. Tanisha Miller with the block shot, trying to create shots on the other end. That foul going to be whistled on number 1 for East Mississippi. That's Juhan. And that's going to be her first. And that's going to be the 5th foul whistled on East Mississippi. So it'll be 2 free throws coming up for the rest of the way out here for ICC in the third quarter. 3:38 to play. Lauren Fitch, first free throw good. Her first points here of the second half. She now has 14 points. ICC being led by 16 from Shania Buford. Second free throw good. Snuck that one in over the front rim. Did Fitch. She now has 15. ICC's lead back to 11. East Mississippi with the basketball. ICC jumping out in the press. Juhan with the basketball. You got to know where she is. She has had the hot hand here for East Mississippi. She leads all scorers with 20. She's got the basketball now. Gives it up into the corner. Trying to drive inside. Wild pass nearly taken away that time. East Mississippi dodging a big-time bullet there. Juhan wants a deep one again. That one halfway down, no good. Rebound ripped, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by East Mississippi. I think the officials gave ICC the ball instead of calling the overback. No complaint here. Coming up on 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. ICC 53, East Mississippi 42. Just have that feeling that East Mississippi's got another big run in them in this contest. So no lead feels safe right now. Williams with the basketball. She wants to drive inside. Drops it off. Layup is good. Saw that the defense double-teamed her that time. Found Tanisha Miller, who gets her 7th point of the contest. ICC now matching their largest lead of the night at 13. Three-pointer good from the corner. Big basket knocked down there, and a timeout taken by East Mississippi. That was Paige with her first field goal of the game. She's got 4 points on the evening. 10-point contest, 55-45. We're going to take a break. Hear word from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Itawamba Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March 3rd in Fulton.
Welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. 2:29 to play here in the third quarter. ICC 55, East Mississippi 45. As we said, the winner of this game will get a leg up heading into the final game of the season on Thursday when it comes to trying to get in that number 4 spot of the playoffs. ICC with the basketball. 15 seconds on the shot clock now. Works it over to Buford. Man-to-man defense out of East Mississippi. That's going to be a moving screen. Good call that time by the official. As Tanisha Miller never really got set on that. You see that a lot now. As either A, the ball handler not patient enough to wait on the screen, or B, the screener not patient enough to get set up to set the screen. So 2 minutes ago now here in the third quarter. 55-45 is your score. ICC with the lead by 10. They've led as much as 13 here in the second half. Inside they go, trying to go up and under. ICC traps the basketball, and it's going to be a jump ball called. And they let that one go for quite a while. Jump ball in favor of ICC. You saw that time Rogers a little upset after the jump ball call. She's the player that threw the elbow in the first half that went unseen by the officials. So 1:45 to play here in the third quarter, 55-45. ICC with the lead and the basketball. Oh, beautiful play. Buford's layup is good. Nice set play that time. Shania Buford now with 18 points for the Indians. Turnover, and ICC gets it back. 2-on-2 break. Buford had it, lost it, and it's out of bounds. Buford easily could have been called for an offensive foul that time. The officials let him play. Substitution coming into the game. This is going to be Lucky checking back in for East Mississippi. The lead is 12, 57-45, ICC. East Mississippi with the basketball, works up the floor to Juhan. For East Mississippi right now, you got to go to Juhan on these possessions. See if she can get something going. And she has been hot, but has not seen the basketball in quite some time. There's a baseline jumper, however, by Rogers, and she gets her 12th point of the contest. Big basket there, makes it a 10-point game inside a minute to play here in the third. Lauren Fitch is going to bring it into the front court. Swings it over. ICC trying to be patient. There's a trap now. Inside they go to Buford. Buford extra pass. Layup is up in and good. So East trying to get that trap on the baseline. Wasn't there. Miller gets the basket. Her 9th point of the contest. Big answer there by ICC to push the lead back to 12. 34 seconds to play now here in the third quarter. 59-47. ICC with the lead. East Mississippi with the basketball. East just not moving well without the basketball. Now Juhan wants to go inside. She's pushed on the drive. And that foul's going to be whistled, I believe, on number 4 of ICC. Yes, it is. That's going to be on Lauren Fitch. Juhan has such a quick step. It's hard if you don't match her first step there. She can get by you in a hurry, and she is incredibly athletic. Shot clock is off with 20 seconds to play here. East is going to try to hold off here for the final shot of the third quarter. ICC nursing a 59-47 lead here. Trying to set that double screen. Lucky wanting to drive inside. Shot blocked by Miller, and that's going to do it. Good defense by the Indians to close the third quarter of play. ICC 59, East Mississippi 47. We're going to take a break. and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pawn with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation.
And welcome back to action as we get set for the fourth and possibly final quarter of play here from Scuba. ICC leading 59-47. Adam Gore, Raphael Henry, proud to bring you this action on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Lee Adams updating Twitter, so be sure and give us a follow there if you're away from your computer. Can't keep up with the game, at Let'sGoICC on Twitter. Three-point basket out of the set there. Paige knocks down her second three-pointer of the game. She's got 7. Big basket there, cuts the lead inside double digits, 59-50, early goings here in the fourth quarter. Wilson with the basketball, works it over to Williams. Williams now to Buford. Trying to go inside, East Mississippi not giving ICC anything easy, then there's a turnover. Miller was set up on the inside, nicely defended. Now East Mississippi getting out in transition, layup is good. Chuhan, been impressive tonight, she's got 22 points. Here come the Lady Tigers, or excuse me, Lady Lions. 7-point game. Wilson with the silencer. You heard the chants of defense rattling through the gym. So East Mississippi with the basketball. ICC leading 61-52. 8:45 to play in the contest. This one's still in doubt. Ball slapped and taken away. Pinball around and Lauren Fitch comes away with it. Fitch wanting to get out. Layup is good by Lauren Fitch. Fitch now with 17 points. And the lead back to double digits now for ICC, 63-52. Chuhan had the basketball, had it poked away by Lauren Fitch, and Erica Williams comes away with a loose ball. Buford now. Thought about driving, nothing there. Backs it out to Williams. Williams is going to reset the basketball to Lauren Fitch. ICC smart being patient that time, not forcing the issue. They're leading this one 63-52. 8:05 to play here in the contest. Fitch. Yes. We talked about the quick first step of Chuhan. Lauren Fitch showing off her speed there. She's got 19. Timeout on the floor, 7:58 to play. ICC leads at 65-52. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. 65-52, 7:58 to play. ICC with a 13-point lead, matching their largest of the night. Remind you the men's game will be coming up next here, sophomore night. And Scuba will step away. I'll tell you what we'll do during the break. We'll we'll see how much time we got. Stolen away by Lauren Fitch. Fitch's layup is good. Lauren now with 21 points in ICC with their largest lead of the night at 15. Yeah, we'll take a break and step away from the broadcast and then come back on Let's Go ICC TV. About 5 minutes before the start of the men's game. Three-pointers off the mark, no good. Shania Buford with the rebound. Ball slapped away, but into the hands of Lauren Fitch. Fitch with the basketball. She has 21 points. Threw it behind Buford that time, just could not find the handle on it. Turnover gives the ball back to East Mississippi. 7:12 to play here in the fourth quarter. Buford will check out. Checking in will be Connie Dunn. That substitution being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. Remind you, they meet Thursday nights at 7. They're located right across the street from us at the Davis Event Center. For more information, follow them on Twitter at ICC Wesley. East with the basketball, driving inside. Jumper is up and a good kiss off the glass for Evans. A Renaissance bank shot that time. Makes it 67-54. 6:45 and counting. ICC trying to hold on for the win here this evening. Fitch directing traffic, sends Williams through the paint. Now into the paint they go to Hoskins. Hoskins turnaround shot. Too long. Rebound. Tipped around and East Mississippi finds it. That possession kind of awkward from the get-go for ICC. East now wants it. This is Lucky looking to work one-on-one against Lauren Fitch. Lucky driving inside. Her shot, no good. And it's going to be a jump ball. And the possession arrow will be in favor of who? And the official that was supposed to see who the jump ball was going to was in a conversation with the East Mississippi coach. And so the jump ball goes in favor of ICC as East Mississippi had it to start the first half. 6:10 to play here, 67-54. ICC with the basketball. East Mississippi upping the pressure, and the ball nearly taken away. Still loose on the floor, and Dunn finds it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dunn in trouble. Works it over to Erica Williams, now to Wilson. Wilson driving inside, extra pass, shot block. Put up was no good, out of bounds, as Erica Williams that time had to rush it as the shot clock was running down. Great defense on the part of East Mississippi to force the Lady Indians into a turnover. So East with the basketball. ICC was in a quick trap, then falls back defensively. Lucky with the basketball now. Wanting to work one-on-one against Fitch. Spins in the paint, takes an extra step. Three-pointer high arching. I think that one was actually partially blocked that time by Wilson. Lauren Fitch comes up with a loose ball, drops it inside. Trying to find the ball to Wilson. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by East Mississippi. Substitution coming in the game here for ICC will be Shania Buford. Checking out will be Erica Williams. Also a sub in here for East Mississippi will be Morris. Checking out will be number 10. That's going to be Evans. Those substitutions being brought to you by the Bank of Okolona. Feed it inside. Reverse layup. Pinned underneath the basket. And East Mississippi gets the basketball. Wanting to run the other end of the floor in a hurry. Juhan's jumper. Bouncing around. No good. Rebound to Miller. ICC has done a good job this second half controlling Juhan. She had 16 points in the first half. Only 6 points so far here in the second half with 5 minutes to play. ICC leading 67-54. Lady Indians being patient now on the offensive end, wanting to work a little bit of clock here. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Buford with the basketball. Wilson puts up the jumper from distance, off the mark, no good. Rebound to Lauren Fitch. Her turnaround hook shot, no good. And it's going to be muscled away on the rebound that time by Lucky. Good job by Lucky. The ball was tied up, but she just outpowered ICC. Now wanting to drive inside. Wild shot put up and a foul on Miller. Miller commits the foul. Good job by Lucky, though, just to try to force the shot up to see if she could do as her last name says, get lucky and find that one to fall through. 4:22 to play here. ICC maintaining a 13-point lead. It's been a minute since anybody has scored here as Lucky goes to the free throw line. She just missed a pair and gets that first one to fall. Her first points here in the second half. She now has 9. 67-55, 4:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. ICC with the lead. East Mississippi at the line. Lucky really doesn't take a dribble, just a couple of spins and drains back-to-back free throws. 10 points now for Lucky. ICC with it now. Tanisha Miller drops it off to Wilson. Wilson wants to pull up jumper from the paint. No good. Not the shot ICC was looking for. Just back that out and try to work some clock. Instead now, East Mississippi a chance to trim into this lead even more. Drops it inside. Shot is up off the mark, and that's going to be another foul on Miller. Well, if you're Tanisha Miller, I understand you can block a lot of shots, but you got to play smart defensively and know just when to go straight up. As this is going to be Rogers, who is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She's got 12 points. Rogers, 3 dribbles, a spin, and another dribble and a spin. Now the free throw is Ironkind good as it hit the front of the rim and chased its way home. Erica Williams and Markeisha Hoskins will check into the contest here for ICC. These substitutions being brought to you by the ICC Alumni Association. Second free throw good, 14 points now for Rogers. She has quietly put together a pretty good ball game tonight. And there's going to be a foul or a timeout taken. Timeout taken by ICC, 67-58. ICC with the lead, 4 minutes to play here. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pond with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation.
And welcome back out of the timeouters. We'll reset. 4:03 to play here. ICC 67, East Mississippi 58. East is wanting to come out and apply a little bit of a pressure here to see if they can start forcing ICC into some turnovers. Erica Williams with the basketball, lobs it over the top to Constance Dunn, who had the ball slapped away, last touched out of bounds by ICC. So East Mississippi forces a turnover. ICC kind of getting lackadaisical down the stretch. Lucky puts the shot up and a foul called on ICC. That one's going to be whistled on Lauren Fitch, her second. As we said, no lead is really a safe lead in the MACJC. And East Mississippi trying to rally back in this one. A little confusion on who to get where on the free throw line. I think they're trying to buy a little bit extra time for Lucky to catch her breath. She just made a pair of free throws, did Lucky. First one is good. 11 points for Lucky. She is 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Tail end of this 2-shot opportunity coming up here for Lucky, and it's up and good. Got them both. 12 points now for Lucky. It's a 7-point contest. ICC has led as much as 15 here in the second half. Does ICC have enough left in the tank? Does East Mississippi find a way to complete the rally? Lady Indians need a basket in a big way this trip down the floor. Erica Williams with it now. Works over to Constance Dunn. Dunn wanting to drive inside. Scoop shot off the glass is good. A Renaissance Bank shot that time for Constance Dunn. She's got 9, her first points here in the second half. And we've got another foul whistled here on ICC. And that's going to be a foul whistle on number 14. That's going to be Shania Buford, and that's going to be her first. Fourth foul on ICC, no fouls. Whistle on East Mississippi so far here in the fourth quarter. Chuhan runs off a screen. Boy, she was wide open on the baseline. As Deb wants to back it back out and reset the offense. Lucky lobs it inside. Turnaround shot, bouncing around, no good. Rebound tipped out, and that's Erica Williams who finds it. Williams drops it off to Dunn, who leaves it up to Lauren Fitch. Fitch, the sophomore point guard out of Decatur, Alabama. He's going to call out the barking orders here. Buford with the basketball on the far side of the floor. Dunn with it now. Drops it off to Hoskins. Fitch wanting to drive baseline. To Dunn from the baseline jumper. Well off the mark. No good. Rebound chased out. And East Mississippi gets it. So good of a stop there for East Mississippi. Layup is good. Chuhan. 24 points. And East Mississippi now back to a 7-point disadvantage. 69-62, 2.5 to play, and a foul finally whistled on East Mississippi. Well, they gave Shania the business at midcourt. That's going to be the first foul of the fourth quarter. Whistled here on East Mississippi, third foul. Whistled on Morris. Morris will check out. ICC will inbounds on the far side of the floor. Dunn gets the basketball. Drop it off to Lauren Fitch. Fitch sheds a defender. Layup is good for Lauren Fitch. Big basket there for Lauren. She now has 23 points. And a big-time basket there stops some of the bleeding for the Indians. They lead Bowed by 9. Got to find some stops defensively. If that was Lucky on the other end, she's got 14. Now, oh my goodness. And a foul whistle there as Buford goes to the floor hard. As that was number 10 who knocked the feet out from underneath Shania Buford, and she is down on the floor. Buford still down right now. Hopefully she'll be okay. I'll tell you what, it's already been a tough week for Shania, and that time getting the business, but a good job by the East Mississippi crowd here. A smattering of applause as Buford able to get up off the floor. And so Buford will check out, and it'll be Erica Williams checking into the contest. So 1:57 to play. This one's still in doubt here. ICC 71. East Mississippi 64. ICC ball on the baseline. Wilson gets the inbounds. Layup is good. Big basket there for Wilson. That is her 6th point of the contest. Layup though on the other end. That's good. That's number 10, Evans. She now has 7. And a timeout taken here by East Mississippi. Don't go anywhere, folks. Full timeout, 73-66. ICC with 1:45 to play. Back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
I could get the extra most bestest with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for $6. Or I could get a pizza with less toppings for more money.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza, pizza.
Itawamba Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March 3rd in Fulton.
And welcome back to action out of the timeout. 1:45 to play. ICC 73, East Mississippi 66. East Mississippi trailed as much as 15 here in the second half. Fighting their way back in this one. Miller gets the basketball, and there's a travel. She dropped it back to Wilson. Wilson wasn't ready for the basketball, couldn't find the break, so the turnover gives the ball back to East Mississippi. As we said, this one's still in doubt here. 73-66, 1:40 to play. Juhan with the basketball, drives inside, picks up her dribble, drops it off to Lucky. Lucky wants a long jumper, back iron, no good. Rebound to Constance Dunn. Well, now if you're East Mississippi, you got to be concerned. There's only been 2 fouls. So that foul whistled on ICC's number 12, Dunn. There's been 5 fouls called on ICC, only 2 called on East Mississippi here in the fourth quarter. So East will be shooting free throws the rest of the way out with 1:20 to play. Lucky want to go on the drive. Her shot is up in and good. Lucky with 16 points. She had 8 in the first half, 8 so far here in the second half. ICC needs a good possession and see if they can get some points this trip down the floor. Lauren Fitch hammered. Drops it off to Erica Williams. Her shot is good. Big basket knocked down there for Erica Williams. That's actually her first point of the contest. Makes it a 75-68 score. And there's going to be a foul whistled here on ICC. That foul whistled on Lauren Fitch. So timeout's going to be taken here by ICC. It's going to be a full timeout on the floor with 53 seconds to play. 75-68, East Mississippi not going quietly into the night. We're going to take the timeout with them and come back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
I love these soft pretzel twists.
They're so soft and salty, I like to sample them. That was a tongue twister!
Here's another one. Peter Piper picked a pack of perfect pretzels.
Hold up. Your last name is Piper?
Try a new warm and buttery soft pretzel twist with the Sonic Fruit Fizz. This is how you Sonic.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
The new extra most bestest pizza from Little Caesars is topped with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for the nation's best price. And now for a secret message.
Surrender to the toppings.
Incredible! Extra most bestest, the most cheese and most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back now as we reset. 53.8 seconds to play. 75-68 ICC with the lead, trying to find a way to hang on and win this one. Free throws coming up here for Lucky. She has been solid from the free throw line tonight. 6 of 8 from the charity stripe. First free throw good. 17 points now. Makes it a 75-69 contest. 53 seconds to play. Lucky to the line. Buford getting set to check back in. Good to see Shania coming back to the floor. As that rebound will be slapped back, and it's going to be East Mississippi controlling the rebound. And the player from East Mississippi fell. There was no contact made whatsoever. It looked like it, but Connie did not touch her. 7 fouls called on ICC, only 2 on East Mississippi here in the fourth quarter. Free throw made by Lucky. She is making a living from the free throw line tonight. 52.7 seconds to play. 75-70 now is the score. Second free throw, that one's good for Lucky. She now's got 19 points. Over the top they go to Tanisha Miller. Miller wants to go up. Her layup, no good, but finally have a foul called on East Mississippi. That was going to be whistled on Rogers. And it's send ICC to the free throw line. Right now, if you're Tanisha Miller, you need to take care of business from the charity stripe here with 49.4 seconds left. Would have really liked to see Tanisha have made that layup. First free throw, no good for Miller. Just did not look comfortable at the free throw line. Substitution coming in here for East Mississippi. That's going to be Morris checking in. Second free throw good for Miller. She now has 10 points. Timeout is going to be taken here by East Mississippi. I believe this will be to advance the basketball. 5-point game here. 49.4 seconds to play. 76-71. Timeout on the floor We'll be back with more right after this.
Itawamba Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March 3rd in Fulton.
And welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. 49.4 seconds to play. 76-71 is your score. East Mississippi with the basketball. They will advance the ball beyond midcourt with the timeout. That was a new rule instituted about 4 years ago. Juhan with the basketball. Three-pointer on its way, short, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. And Shania Buford with the basketball. Buford getting the business. The official's not calling the foul. So now Wilson will hold on to it. Inside they go to Miller. Miller's hammered, and finally a foul is called. Well, if anything for ICC, at least about 15 to 20 seconds ran off the clock. But this is where it's going to come back and haunt East Mississippi, as that was not enough to put them on the free throw line. So 27.6 seconds. Wilson with the basketball. Going to drop it up to Finch, and Finch is fouled. So that foul will be whistled on number 10 for East Mississippi. That's going to be Evans. I believe that is going to be her fourth foul. This will send Lauren Finch to the free throw line with 24 seconds to play. So ICC finally in the bonus. East Mississippi has been in the bonus for quite a while, and they've taken advantage of it. They've been able to hit their free throws. ICC, on the other hand, has not. Fitch, first free throw, that one finds its way through. Friendly roll that time for Lauren Fitch, who now has 24 points. Second free throw, that one no good. Rebound off the foot of East Mississippi, and ICC basketball. Morris that time couldn't find the rebound. And it goes out of bounds off her foot, and ICC will have it with 23.9 to play. Substitution getting set to come into the contest here. This is going to be Rogers checking in. Checking out will be Morris. Trying to do a little offense for defense or defense for offense in this situation. 23.9 to go. Miller with the basketball. That's who you want to foul if you're East Mississippi. Instead, they foul Kaylin Wilson. So that foul whistle there on number 14 of East Mississippi. That's going to be Page. And so 2 free throws coming up here. Wilson, nothing but the bottom of the net there on her free throw. She now has 7. Seven-point contest, 21.5 seconds to play. Second free throw, that one back iron no good. Lauren Fitch with the rebound. Fitch playing a game of keep away are the Indians, and that's going to be a push. And Shania Buford will head to the free throw line. Well, ICC has done a good job of crashing the boards after that missed free throw. They've got on the boards pretty well here in the second half. 15.4 seconds to play. ICC 78-71, trying to hold off this furious rally from the Lady Lions. Free throw good for Buford. I've got her with 19 points on the evening. Second free throw on its way. And rattles home. 20 points now for Shania Buford, and a timeout will be taken by East Mississippi to advance the basketball, and ICC leads it now 80-71. Let's let you hear how you can get some Bluegrass concert tickets and be back with more right after this.
Itawamba Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March 3rd in Fulton.
reset out of the timeout. 15.4 seconds to play here. ICC leading 80-71. Remind you, we'll break away after this game, after the conclusion of the Renaissance Bank postgame report, and then come back with the men's game about 5 minutes before it tips off, so you want to be sure and tune into that. Follow it on Twitter for when we're back live. East with the basketball and a travel. No, a foul call. That foul whistled on Wilson. A break there for East Mississippi as she took 2 steps before any contact was made, so East Mississippi will head to the free throw line. First free throw. That's what we like to call a little guilty conscience free throw, as that one was no good for Evans. Evans to the line for the tail end of this 2-shot opportunity. Second free throw, that one high arching and good for Evans. 8 points now for Evans. ICC throws over top of the press, but it's taken away by East Mississippi, but then lost out of bounds. Good effort on the part of Evans that time. She really jumped out of her shoes to try to find that one. Couldn't keep her balance as the ball went out of bounds, so ICC catching a break there. 80-72 with 11.3 seconds to play. Miller with the basketball. Not really understanding why they're not fouling Miller right away as soon as she catches the basketball. She's 2 of 4 from the line. Instead, they're going to send Wilson to the line. And that's going to be the 5th foul whistle on number 14. That's going to be Page of East Mississippi, so she will foul out with 8.7 seconds to play. Not a whole lot of time ran off the clock that time between that foul. Felt like we should probably be a little bit closer to the 6 or 7 second mark. So instead, only about a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds ran off the clock in between that exchange. First free throw, no good. Wilson at the line. She's got 7 points. Trying to find her 8th with this second free throw opportunity coming up here. And she does. Wilson now with 8 points on the evening. So East Mississippi with the basketball. ICC, you just don't want to foul in this situation. Layup is good, as that was Lucky getting her 21st point of the night, and that's going to do it. ICC wins it by the final score of 81-74, and ICC improves to 13-7 overall, 7-4 in the North. East Mississippi falls to 11-9, 6-5 in the North. So the Indians take a step closer to getting into the playoffs with that win. Your final score, 81-74. We're going to take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. The Lady Indians winning the first game of the evening by the final score of 81-74 here in Scuba. ICC improves to 13-7 overall, 7-4 in the North. East Mississippi falls to 11-9, 6-5 in the North. Of course, they will take on Holmes in their final regular season game on Thursday. The ICC will host Northwest on Thursday for sophomore night. So still a little bit of business to take care of before we can say the Lady Indians have punched their tickets to the playoffs. But ICC would hold a head-to-head tiebreaker advantage, having swept East Mississippi on the year. Let's take a look at your final stats. These final stats being brought to you by Sonic in Fulton. And for East Mississippi, they were led in scoring by Juhans, 24 points, 21 for Lucky, 8 for Evans. Page had 7, 14 for Rogers. That rounds out your scoring there for East Mississippi. For ICC, our Sonic star of the game was Lauren Fitch. She finished the night with a game-high 24 points. Kaylin Wilson had 8, Miller with 10, Dunn with 9, Erica Williams with 2, Shania Buford with 20, and you've got Hoskins with 3, and McClatchy with 3 as well. That's going to do it for our first half of the broadcast tonight. Is sophomore night here in Scuba, as they're going to honor their sophomores this evening. So we're about 18 minutes away from the start of the men's game. We'll come back in about 15 of that. So we're going to take a break and be back in about 15 minutes here on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Itawamba Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March 3rd in Fulton. This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pond with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation.